You may have been wondering, what are the semilunar valves? The semilunar valves are the valves that, or the openings that connect the ventricles to the big arteries. You get it? They are not like atrioventricular valves. No, they are semilunar valves. They connect the ventricles to the big arteries. So we are going to see in details what are those semilunar valves, which chambers do they connect to which arteries. So please, I would like you to stick on this video from the beginning to the end. You are going to find more about the semilunar valves. You are warmly welcome on SLTV Lab. Welcome once again on SRTV Lab. So ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see the semilunar valves. The semilunar valves are the valves, as I have told you in the introduction, they are the valves that connect the ventricles to the big arteries. Now let's see, what are those semilunar valves? First of all, you know the human heart has two ventricles. The semilunar valves are two. Let's see those semilunar valves. The first semilunar valve is the pulmonary valve. The pulmonary valve, it connects the right ventricle to the pulmonary trunk. The pulmonary trunk is the artery that takes blood into the lungs, but it divides into two branches, the right and the left pulmonary arteries. Now let's see, what is that pulmonary valve? All right, here I have opened the right ventricle. Now from the right ventricle we see the valve that connects the right ventricle to the pulmonary trunk. This is the pulmonary trunk, this one in a blue color. It divides into the left and the right pulmonary artery. So this is the pulmonary trunk. So this valve, it is called pulmonary valve. Do you get it? This is one of the semilunar valves. It is called pulmonary valve. It's very easy. Just it connect the right ventricle, this one, to the pulmonary trunk or the pulmonary artery. Do you get it? So which means we are remaining with another one semilunar valve. Which one? So it's understandable. Here we have seen the valve that connects the right ventricle to the pulmonary trunk. The pulmonary trunk is the one that divides into the left and right pulmonary artery. Now we are going to see another valve that will connect the left ventricle to something else. Now this is the left ventricle. Do you get it? This is the left ventricle. Now let's see. Remember, we have said this is the bicuspid or mitral valve. Now here we see another valve internally. Let me show you it clearly. Good. Let me just move this outside. All right. Now it's easy to see it. Good. Internally, you are seeing that semilunar valve where it's written 45. That is one of the semilunar valve. How is it called now? It is called aortic valve. Do you get it? It is called aortic valve. Here it is. It is called aortic valve. Do you get it? Remember, the other one was called the pulmonary valve. Now this one down here, this one, it's called the aortic valve. Aortic valve. So aortic valve, it means it's related to aorta. Aorta, it is this big artery. This is the aortic arc. So this valve connects the left ventricle to the aortic arc. That is why it is called aortic valve. Is that clear, guys? When we do this, we can see it more clearly than before. All right. Good. For the 5, that is the aortic valve. Well done. Now, let's look at these two things. What are the valves for? See here. If there is no such pulmonary valve, blood will be pumped into the pulmonary trunk and returns back. But the valves, they open and then close to prevent backflow of blood back into the chambers. The same way, this valve, this one, the aortic valve, when blood passes through it towards the aortic arc, so it closes again. When it closes, blood will not flow back into the left ventricle. Those are the semilunar valves, guys. You remember, there are other types of valves. I have told you those valves. The valves that connect the heart chambers or cardiac chambers, you remember, they are called, in general, they are called atrioventricular valves. And they are two. There is bicuspid or mitral, and there is tricuspid valve. Do you get it? And the other one are semilunar valves. Their common name are semilunar valves, but there are two as well. There is pulmonary valve. It is called pulmonary because it is connected to the pulmonary artery. Do you get it? So it's connect the right ventricle to the pulmonary trunk. The same, this is called the one internally. Okay, this one, remember, I have told you, it is called the aortic valve because it is connected to aorta. Aorta, it is this one. So aorta moves down, as you can see, it moves down internally. Do you get it? And get connected to the left ventricle by the aortic valve. So it's very easy. The one that connects to the aorta is called aortic valve. The one that connects to the pulmonary trunk or the pulmonary artery is called pulmonary valve. Do you get it? So they are very, very important in the function of the heart. You get it? Another thing, the heart itself has the circulation. These blue colored blood vessels are the veins, but they are called the coronal veins. This one, when they bring blood back from the myocardium or heart muscles, blood is brought back into the pulmonary trunk, and this one from the from the right ventricle and the right atrium are brought back into the right atrium. Good, thank you. See you next time in other videos.
So, guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope it's very helpful. So please, don't keep this information just with yourself. Share this information to your colleagues. And see you in another video next time. May God bless you abundantly. Please support this channel by pressing like, subscribe and the bell. This is a huge support for this channel. May God bless you.